ticket soccer, hoy, hoy, hoy. Ticket soccer, hoy, hoy, hoy. Ee-ya-yo, 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 ee-ya-yo. Drink the beer.
We've been at Coco for about 3 weeks, just because of some boat issues, and then also just the inability to get over here as often as we'd like. As you all know, we're doing our best to get our boat that we bought over in St. Augustine over to our home in Fort Myers, so we're getting around. Yeah, Coco, awesome town. Recommend it, Coco Village. I've been to the beach several times growing up, but I guess we never really went downtown in the Coco Village area, and it's real cool little town. I would definitely recommend a stop in Coco Village. So we're going south. That's that direction right there towards that bridge, and we're headed to an anchorage tonight. We got some wind. We have pretty decent wind and current, but we're motoring down the ICW, so yeah. Haven't really made a firm decision on where we're anchoring. We have a couple ideas depending on, you know, the weather currents, and also just depending on how far we want to get. If we're kind of tired, we'll stop early. If we're feeling good, we're gonna try to continue on to the next town and maybe dinghy off and actually see some of the town, since that's what this is all supposed to be about. So yeah, it looks like we're gonna get rained on today too, so that's depressing, but alright, we'll see you around. Got to our anchorage. We were feeling good. We were having a good day. We were making good time, so we actually decided to go pretty far. We've been having some long days trying to get the boat home. So we went all the way down from Coco to Vero Beach. 48 nautical miles. Keila's down there cooking dinner, thank God. We're in a pretty decent anchorage. We've been lucky with anchorages. All our anchors stick very well. It's pretty muddy and they usually come up black, but we are a little bit farther back than we want to be on this, a little bit further south than in this particular anchorage, but it was full when we got here, so we tried to sneak in. We may have been able to sneak a little bit closer, but this appears to be working. I have checked the tide on 4 different websites,
and 2 of them say low tide has already happened, and 1 of them says low tide is about to happen, and 1 says it's like an hour away, so I don't know how much I believe that one. But we're pretty shallow, much shallower than we'd like to be, about just under a foot. But if we're at low tide right now, and the next low tide, which should be happening about 5 to 6 in the morning, is going to be about the same depth. They're not calling for much variance, so we should be good. We're watching our nav, our electronics I mean, and we're still sitting at like, 0.9 feet to a foot, so it kind of wiggles back and forth depending on what boat is driving by and shaking us. But yeah, I think we just shut the engine off a little while ago because we were a little nervous. We wanted to make sure we got past low tide and we're not sitting on the bottom. So yeah, things we're learning. Lots of beautiful sunsets.
So we made it to Fort Pierce City Marina, and we realized that we were having some issues again in the head, and we've been having these issues for a little while now. The next video we're going to do is a boat tour, but also it's time to tell you guys a little bit about some of the other things that we experience on the boat, not just sunsets and dolphins. So stay tuned.